Hey guys, it's H-Town Werewolf here. This is gonna be one of my videos on uh, a review of one of my handguns. So what you see on the table here is a ZevTech OZ9 Hypercomp. A good friend of mine, Chris, bought one of these good 2 years ago, and he let me shoot his, and I was very impressed with his pistol. So one day he was like, "Hey, they got them in stock at Bass Pro Shop. Let's go and check it out." And sure enough, I brought one home with me. They're not cheap. I believe this was a little over $1,800. So if you're in the market for a Gucci Glock and have the money, this is definitely worth the money, at least in my opinion. All right, so what we're gonna do first is let's go ahead and safety check this thing first. All right, so here we go. Empty mag, empty chamber. Okay, it's empty, guys. I'll put that back down. All right, so I'll tell you a little story on it first. When I got this, it came in the compact mode. So basically it was in the frame for like a Glock 19. To me, with this magwell, when I was gripping this gun, my pinky, after shooting, my pinky was always hurting with the compact grip because of this magwell. So the beauty of these ZevTechs is that they employ a chassis system. So the part that's serialized is actually the chassis, and if you see that pin right there, you take that pin out, and then the chassis system rocks out and up, and it comes out. And so if you want to buy anything on these pistols, like the grips, aftermarket grips, whatever you need, you can just buy those without having to send it to an FFL. And so to me, that was awesome. So buy once, and then you can customize it however you want. So like I said, I bought the compact version, and then it was bugging me with this magwell here. So then I went and I got the 17 size frame. So this is a 17 size frame. It fits my hand a little better. I have plenty of compact pistols, so this was never going to be a pistol for concealed carry. This is strictly a shooter. And so the claim to fame on this pistol is that it has a compensated barrel, and it's integrated into the slide. So I'm going to show you that now, and this is what it looks like. So basically, the barrel is ported. It's got 4 ports here. And so what that does is, as you're shooting this, gases extract through these ports and keep the muzzle flat. So what I've noticed is that it is super flat shooting compared to a normal Glock or just a normal pistol. This thing stays on target a lot easier. So when you're shooting this, at least in my case, and I'll show you the red dot here. So this is the RMR. This is a 2 MOA. When I'm shooting this, the dot is basically coming up and down, and it's staying on target a lot easier than some of my other pistols that just have a traditional barrel. So to me, if you want to shoot fast and shoot accurate, man, this thing has been amazing. This changed the way that I see handguns now. Like it's so fast to pick up your other shots when you're shooting on this. And so that has been something that I really like about this handgun. Additionally, so this is the other item that Zev is known for, is check out this grip angle. They got rid of the weird Glock grip angle. They did some magic because they still use the Glock mags. So this is still a Glock mag, still a Glock factory mag. And what they did is somehow they changed the grip angle and they made it work inside of their pistols. And to me, this is awesome because when I'm shooting a Glock, and I've had plenty of Glocks. I've had Glock 19, Glock 26, Glock 17, Glock 21, Glock 20. So I've had a handful of Glocks, and they're all the same. The way that the hump and the angle is, for me, when I'm shooting those guns, it's like I have to force my grip downward when I'm shooting those. Whereas this has a more traditional grip, like a 1911 or some of the other traditional handguns. And so to me, this is a lot easier to shoot, a lot easier to stay on target. And so that's one item that Zev was able to achieve by basically making a clone of the Glock and using the Glock mags. I mean, I don't know exactly what other parts are interchangeable with the Glock, but I do know that the Glock mags are one of the items. So, as I mentioned before, you can get different grip sizes. I do have the smaller grip, and then this is a larger grip. And then I added, so this is the Surefire X300B, the one with the screw. And this guy weighs a little bit, so he also helps you keep your shots on target because it makes the pistol a little heavier. So see, there's the X300B. These lights are, man, they are tanks. These lights are awesome. Let's flash Grogu there. Ooh, yeah. So I really like these lights. You do have to clean them quite a bit though, since they're coming out past the muzzle quite a bit. So after shooting, these get gummed up pretty good. But what I found is that if you apply some chapstick to the lens before you go shoot, then it's real easy to clean off. So yeah. All right, now let's talk about my red dot. So the red dot, basically, what else can I say? These RMRs are like, they're tanks. So this is my RMR. It's a 2 MOA. Most of my red darts are 2 MOA. You can see it there in the camera. It's a 2 MOA dot. Man, I really like it. I've had this on the pistol for over a year, so I know eventually I'm gonna have to take it back off because they put their batteries underneath. So I'll have to take the screws out, put the battery back in, and then I'll have to re-zero. But I don't think it's gonna be too bad of a shift. And one of the claims to fame of the Zev is that they make their cut. They make this cut super deep onto the slide. And by doing so, check out these sights. This is just a standard height rear sight and front sight. And so with them making the cut so deep, you can still see your optic or your irons. So you can still see your irons through the glass. I guess what everyone would say a lower 1/3, but so that's good. If your dot goes out, you can still engage your target with these iron sights, and they're not the big suppressor height sights. So that's always a plus. So yeah. Also this is their own trigger. Personally, I'm not too impressed with this trigger, but it is better than a standard Glock trigger. So there is that. I want to say this is around 4 pounds. It's a better than a stock trigger, but there are better Glock triggers out there. So anyways, this is like I said, this is my Zev OZ9 Hypercomp. It's gonna stay in my collection. I really like this handgun. This handgun introduced me to ported barrels, and man, once you shoot one of these, you get spoiled, and you're gonna be like, oh man. So to me, definitely worth the money if you have the money. And there's so many accessories out there for Glocks. One of them being, man, the mags. Mags are so cheap and so reliable for the Glocks, so that to me that that's a plus plus. I will in the future do another video shooting it, and then I am going to also purchase some of the Zev extended base plates. So I think they add maybe 4 to 5 rounds. They come out a little. They would be a little easier to drop your mag. They make the mag a little heavier, and definitely if you're doing any competitive shooting, having the extra rounds would benefit you greatly. So anyways, this is my Zev Hypercomp. It's like I said, I'm doing a series on my gun collection, and I'm starting here. I'm starting with this one. So hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next time.